Hello YouTube, it's me, Tomato, back bringing you more Panzer Corps. First of all, I want to apologize for not putting out as much as I had been over the past few days. I've been a little bit busy, football practice just started, and truth be told, I've just been pretty exhausted through the entire time. Even right now, I'm a little bit tired, so I do apologize if I'm making any tactical errors. Um, Otherwise, we're here with the next mission after the Low Countries. We're here in France. Our mission is to take the Parisian capital, Paris, or to take the French capital, Paris, and after that, take some cities south of Paris to improve our diplomatic standing and force the Frenchies to give us more bread and cheese. Um, to affect this strategy, I will send a small, well not small, but a contingent of infantry down this road towards Paris to attack them and their airfield, and an armored column, a small armored column, down this road to help attack Reims, Charles-sur-Marne, Chaliaton, and Dion, Troyes, and Chaumont, and they're just going to basically sweep this road, where we're going to capture as much as we can to A, gain as much prestige as possible, and B, try and improve our negotiation standings with France. Over here, we're going to have partially infantry based, partially tank based. It's going to be a large combined arms assault, basically, going down this road. This is going to be more armor, I believe, because there's just less cities in the way, so it'll be easier to push armor. And also, I'm going to go a slight bit metagame right here and say, because this Panzerjäger is here, I suspect there will be tanks over here to the west, so I'm going to deploy some of my anti-tank tanks over there. And I'm going to be sending my mobile artillery along with my tanks, and my slower artillery down here to try and take these cities, with the effect being that my mobile artillery can keep up with the blitz of my tanks, while this slower artillery can drag a little behind while the Stuke covers for it. So this will go some. I'll deploy the artillery last. And I'll go ahead and plop these tanks down. One here. Recce car. I don't really need an elite recce car, so I'm gonna plop one here. I discovered that Pioneers have the exact same stats as Grenadiers, except they have lower initiative. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade one of my Pioneer units to a Grenadier unit. And I find it strange that Grenadiers are cheaper, but I'm just gonna go with it. And hope that that means that they're better somehow. Give them their elite replacements. I'm gonna have these gents attack Paris. My scout car, I will give his replacements. Since he's not too expensive to over-replace, I'll give him a little bit more. I'll pop another one on up here. Basically try and get everyone who's in the core force elite replacements that I can. Mostly the infantry. And I'll move on to the tanks. I'll be honest, I don't like throwing so much prestige at them, but they're semi-deserving of it. And I'll send a Stuka up here. A fighter over here, and my strategic bomber up there. Over here, where mobility will be mostly infantry based, I will send some of the Wehrmacht units. My most decorated, the 10th Wehrmacht Infantry, along with the 2nd, my most powerful, I believe. Some Grenadiers will go along to help take Paris. Some Griebsjäger to help smash that city. Not really sure what these gents will do, but they'll go along. And some tanks. More tanks. These guys will go over here. I'll give these guys some anti-tank support, just in case they happen to need it. my grenadiers on this road, and the rest of the infantry will kind of go wherever they have a hole. Tank right there. Infantry, infantry, infantry. Alright, and so, without further ado, let's get on the way of the battle. Or actually, I can still deploy 3 more units, which means I can buy 3 more units. Sure hope no one interrupts me in the next few seconds. Well, anyway, more air cover. Another Stuka. And a few more tanks. That should be good for now. Alright, so I was right. There are some tanks here to start us off with, along with some anti-tank guns. I believe we'll begin by attacking the city of Noyan with these pioneers. Unless, can I get these pioneers up there? Ooh. I can't get them up here, so we'll attack the city of Reims with those pioneers. And we'll try and get some... oh. Artillery. My favorite old nemesis. So we'll fly some Stukas over this artillery. Click away. Click back. Just so they can recce and see if there's any AA guns around. And now with that artillery shot at, we will begin a general advance down this road. Suppose you could call it. Just going to kind of move forward and shoot at whoever happens to get in the way of our guns. Alright. This artillery gun will go there. And since I suspect we'll have ample targets to shoot at next turn, we'll send an artillery gun there. You have a pioneer over there. Get ambushed. Alright, so quick note to self. In France, there are French people. Who would have figured? Try and surround the Frenchies. And, send some anti-tank guns down. Cover my Stukas that they can see. I'm going to try and tempt them just a little bit to try and strike my aircraft by bombing their artillery and then giving them fighter cover. Ah, well, there's an AA gun. And I will probably use my strategic bomber to strategically bomb the crap out of someone. Probably him. Neutralized. What do you mean neutral? Holy crap, I neutralized the city. That's what that means. The city no longer wants to be French. Oh, that's right, there's an artillery gun there. Too bad. I insist on taking this city. We'll drive up here and engage that artillery gun with our tank. Thereby cutting a swath through the French defenses. Feel my machine guns. And there's a French infantry, 9th or 8th, 9th or 8th, 9th or 8th. Who died? You died. Reserve strength. The bigger they are, the more they have to die first. We'll shoot this tank with this artillery. See if we can get these jets to F off. Go away! I don't want to. Not here, at least. And with that being done, we can push forward, engage this tank with our tank. The general idea here is just to keep moving forward as much as possible. So we'll have our pioneers engage first. Painful. Yay! Iron Cross. It's a square. But without the edges, or the corners. And, so yeah, a lot of combat right now. I suspect the Frenchies will push back hard, but to be completely honest, I just don't think they're much of a match for us. Now remember, it said in the mission briefing, we've smashed the British in the Continental War over here, currently. And so we don't have much to fear from their intervention, or the possibility of. And so we'll, truck these gents over here. I try and think of some way to assault this city that doesn't involve going in guns blazing. That's a Panzer II, yes? And we'll move this gent forward. Wait, no we won't. We'll put him directly in the path of infantry. Move this gent. Move this gent over here and mob up these infantry. So we've gone from a couple of pincer attacks to one giant blow-up, just kind of ready to encircle and swarm Paris. But we do still need to capture Le Havre and Cherbourg, as well as Avranches and Dieppe, to prevent enemy reinforcements from even having the possibility of coming in and enemy attacking us, something, I don't know. And we'll just shoot these guys for fun, I guess. So there are some British engineers up here. So the Brits aren't entirely gone, just mostly. We'll go ahead and line up our shots. And we'll start taking them. I really wish we had better shots. I've said shots too many times. Alright. Well, looks like that's all our moves for the turn. Let's get smacked in the face by allied stuff. Alright, artillery. Par for the course. More artillery. Alright, so we kind of fighter planes. Alright, so first order of business is to take out the Air Force. British. Never mind. So it looks like the engineers have fallen back to Le Havre. We'll go ahead and barrage this unit right here. And attack him with my anti-tank gun. And I believe that once we break through the French front line, we should have little trouble pushing them back. And all we have to do really is break through this first French line. French main point of resistance. That's expensive. You all aren't worth it. And I know there's someone somewhere out there screaming at me, why would you do that? And let's see if we can suppress these tanks enough that we can just completely and totally obliterate them, because that would just make my day. Alright, so let's find those fighters. we got one there. Go ahead and hit him. And looks like that's our time. So we kicked off the invasion of continued the kicking off of the invasion of France. We hit the French front line hard. The French front line hit us, and now we're going to slap them out of the sky. But that will be in the next part, as I believe I've reached my time limit. So, as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.